Hi, geometry. So I'm just going to go over your very first objective, and that is to wrap up and review classifying triangles by solving equations, okay? So we brought back in the slide of classifying triangles. The first step is always to create the equation and solve, substitute and find the angle measures, and then classify. Now, it's very important to be clear. These very first three words are about the angle measures, right? So if the angle is less than 90, it's acute. Angles. If there's one angle that is greater than 90, it's obtuse. And if there is one angle that's equal to 90, then it's right. These three vocab words have to do with the sides, right? So I know if a side is equal if I see like those little slashes on them, okay? The most notorious one that you guys see is like isosceles. It's equilateral if like all the sides have like that slash on it, okay? If there's no like dashes or slashes, that means that it's scalene because no sides are equal. So this is a review of lesson number 7. This was the example that we did in class, okay? So step 1 is to create the equation. As we've done and reviewed, we find out what x equals, right? All of these angles have an x in it, so we have to substitute for all three. So after doing that, I find out that my angles are 60, 90, and 30. Now, just as we said in the previous slide, if I have an angle that's equal to 90, then that means it's a right angle, okay? And it's scalene because I don't see any slashes on the sides, okay? So we would call this a right scalene triangle. Now, we want you guys to do 2 practice problems, so please make sure you get this in your notes. This very first one has a diagram for you. Please follow the steps. And here's just like some like hinted work as far as like doing it. For number 2, you have to draw the diagram, right? So it says in triangle DEF, the measure of angle D equals this, the measure of angle E equals this, and the measure of angle F equals this. So we want you to draw the diagram and make sure that it looks like something similar to number 1, okay? And that wraps up your very first objective. Please make sure that you are coming to office hours if you are having a hard time understanding or reaching out to us via email, okay? Thanks, guys.